What if everything you've been told about blood pressure is incomplete? Barbara O'Neill has spent decades helping people lower their blood pressure naturally, without lifelong medications. But she doesn't just give you a list of things to do, she changes how you understand the problem entirely. Give me 14 minutes. By the end, you'll think about blood pressure completely differently. You'll understand why medications often fail long-term, and you'll have natural tools that work at the root level, not just masking symptoms. Drop your numbers in the comments. You might be surprised how many people share your struggle. 5 paradigm shifts that could change everything. Let's go. Paradigm shift number 1. It's a signal, not a disease. High blood pressure isn't a disease to suppress, it's a signal to interpret. Think about it carefully. Your body is incredibly intelligent. It doesn't do things randomly. When pressure rises, your body is responding to something specific. Adapting, compensating, trying to maintain function. Maybe blood has thickened and needs more force to circulate. Maybe arteries have stiffened from years of inflammation. Maybe your nervous system is stuck in emergency overdrive from chronic stress. Barbara uses a powerful analogy. Imagine your smoke detector going off at 3 a.m. The conventional approach? Walk over and remove the batteries. The noise stops. Problem solved, right? Except the fire is still burning in the kitchen. Barbara's approach? Find what's actually causing the smoke. Address that directly. When you eliminate the source, the alarm quiets naturally on its own. This is why some people on blood pressure medication still have cardiovascular problems years later. The pills manage the number on screen. They make readings look better. But they don't always address the underlying condition creating those elevated numbers. Research published in peer-reviewed cardiovascular journals confirms this. Even with controlled readings from medication, unaddressed root causes still contribute to cardiovascular risk independently. The signal itself matters more than anyone ever told you. If this already shifted your thinking, hit like. We're just getting started with the surprises. Paradigm shift number 2. Salt isn't the enemy. This might genuinely surprise you. We've heard it for decades. Cut the salt. But Barbara points out something that changes everything. It's not how much sodium you eat. It's the ratio of sodium to potassium. Here's what's fascinating. Some populations eat extremely high salt diets with remarkably low blood pressure. How? Potassium. These cultures eat massive amounts of vegetables and whole foods, all loaded with potassium. And potassium changes the entire equation. Potassium relaxes blood vessel walls, helps kidneys flush excess sodium. When the ratio is balanced, pressure stays stable naturally. The modern diet isn't just high sodium, it's devastatingly low in potassium. Processed foods are engineered high sodium, stripped of potassium. The ratio gets destroyed. A systematic review in Advances in Nutrition, Perez and Chang, 2014, found the sodium to potassium ratio predicts blood pressure better than either mineral alone. Barbara recommends potassium-rich foods, leafy greens, bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, beans. Don't just cut sodium, balance it. There's another mineral almost nobody mentions, magnesium. Magnesium acts as a natural calcium channel blocker, same mechanism as prescription medications, relaxes vessels, regulates nerves. Nearly half the population doesn't get enough. A 2024 umbrella meta-analysis found 400 milligrams daily reduced systolic pressure by 6.38 points. That's a significant reduction. Barbara recommends magnesium citrate, 300 to 400 milligrams daily. Do you know your sodium-potassium ratio? Most people have never considered it. Drop a comment if this shifted how you think about salt. Paradigm shift number 3. It's not about water, it's viscosity. Everyone says drink more water. Barbara explains something deeper. Blood viscosity. Thickness. When blood thickens, your heart works harder to push it through vessels. Think about the difference between pushing water through a straw versus honey. Same straw. Dramatically different effort. Imagine waking up with blood that flows like water instead of sludge. Your heart working effortlessly instead of straining every beat. That's what proper hydration creates. But here's what people miss. It's not just total water. It's how you hydrate. Coffee all morning creates dehydration. Plain water without minerals dilutes electrolytes. Neither supports healthy flow. Research confirms viscosity correlates directly with blood pressure. Studies show even mild dehydration increases viscosity within 4 hours. Barbara recommends warm water with lemon first thing. Warmth helps circulation. Lemon provides minerals. Sip consistently rather than gulping occasionally. Coming up, the shift that explains why healthy people still have high readings. Plus, a breathing technique you'll feel working in 60 seconds. Paradigm shift. Number 4. Your nervous system runs the show. This explains why people with seemingly healthy lifestyles still struggle with elevated readings. Barbara emphasizes that high blood pressure often isn't a heart problem at all. It's a nervous system problem. Your autonomic nervous system operates in 2 modes: sympathetic, the fight or flight response designed for emergencies, and parasympathetic, the rest and digest response designed for healing. In sympathetic mode, your body prepares for danger. Pressure rises sharply, heart rate increases, blood vessels constrict, all resources redirect towards survival. Normal during actual emergencies, for a few minutes. The problem? Modern life keeps millions stuck in sympathetic overdrive around the clock, work stress that never ends, financial pressure keeping you up at night, relationship tension simmering constantly, screen time flooding your brain, traffic, deadlines, notifications buzzing every few minutes demanding attention. Here's what your body doesn't understand. It can't tell the difference between a lion chasing you across the savannah and a stressful email from your boss. The physiological response is identical. Stress hormones flood your system. Blood pressure spikes. Vessels constrict. When that emergency response becomes your chronic default, pressure stays elevated chronically. Your body literally forgets how to relax. This explains something that frustrates so many people. Someone eats perfectly clean, exercises regularly, takes every supplement, and readings still won't budge. Their nervous system runs emergency mode around the clock without any off switch. Research in the journal Hypertension found over 50% of cases involve neurogenic mechanisms. The nervous system is the primary driver, not the heart. Hypertensive patients show 2 to 3 times the sympathetic activity of those with normal readings. Here's the genuinely good news. You can shift your nervous system deliberately. The 4-7-8 breathing technique. Barbara teaches a simple technique that shifts your nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic in minutes. The research behind it is genuinely impressive. Do this with me right now. It takes less than 2 minutes. Sit comfortably. Place your tongue against the ridge behind your upper front teeth. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 counts, making a whooshing sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 1 complete cycle. Repeat 4 times total. This activates the vagus nerve, the master switch telling your entire body we're safe, relax, stand down from emergency mode. The extended exhale is the key. It directly triggers parasympathetic response. Do this twice daily, morning and evening. You're literally retraining your nervous system to operate calm as its default state. A 2022 study, Vieira et al., Physiological Reports, found 4 to 7 to 8 breathing significantly decreased heart rate and systolic pressure while improving heart rate variability. A 2023 comprehensive review found pressure declines in 17 of 20 breathing studies. Research in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that structured breathing exercises, practiced 5 minutes daily, produced significant blood pressure reductions in participants. Did you do that with me just now? How does your body feel compared to 2 minutes ago? Tell me in the comments. Paradigm shift number 5. Nature's vasodilators. The final shift is empowering. You don't need pharmaceutical drugs to dilate blood vessels. Nature provides powerful alternatives. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne contains capsaicin, the heat compound. Capsaicin triggers nitric oxide release. Nitric oxide relaxes vessel walls. Exactly what medications attempt synthetically. Research in cell metabolism found capsaicin improved vascular function and helped regulate blood pressure in laboratory studies. Barbara recommends a 1/4 teaspoon in warm water daily. Work up gradually. Beetroot juice. Beetroot contains extremely high dietary nitrates your body converts to nitric oxide. Multiple meta-analyses confirm beetroot juice reduces systolic pressure by 3 to 5 points in hypertensive patients. Effects appear within 2 to 3 hours. Research shows a 2-point reduction equals roughly 10% stroke risk reduction. Beetroot delivers more. Barbara recommends 1 cup daily. Hibiscus tea, Barbara's favorite recommendation. Gentle, pleasant, remarkably effective. A USDA-funded study at Tufts, McKay et al., 2010, found 3 cups daily lowered systolic pressure, 7.2 points average. Participants with higher baseline readings saw 13.2-point drops. Here's what's remarkable. One study found hibiscus showed results comparable to captopril, a common prescription medication. More research is ongoing in this area. Barbara recommends 2 to 3 cups daily. The 3 biggest mistakes. Before the protocol, here's what Barbara says to stop immediately. Mistake 1. Relying on medication alone while ignoring root causes. Pills manage numbers. They don't always address underlying conditions. Mistake 2. Cutting sodium without increasing potassium. You're fixing half the equation. The ratio matters more than total sodium. Mistake 3. Drinking coffee first thing without water. You're thickening blood when it's already most viscous from overnight dehydration. Barbara's complete protocol. Let me put everything together. Morning. 16 ounces warm water with half a lemon upon waking. 4 cycles of 4-7-8 breathing. 300 to 400 milligrams magnesium citrate. Optional. Beetroot juice or cayenne water. Throughout day, sip water consistently. Focus on potassium-rich foods. Leafy greens, avocado, bananas, beans. 1 to 2 cups hibiscus tea. 4-7-8 breathing when stress builds. Evening. 1 cup hibiscus tea. 4 cycles, 4-7-8 breathing before bed. What to expect? Week 1, improved energy, better sleep, fewer crashes. Weeks 2 through 4, measurable pressure changes. Month 2 onward, many people report seeing readings normalize. The complete picture. Now you understand blood pressure completely differently than when this video started. It's a signal, not just a number to suppress with medication. Your body is trying to communicate something important, and the intelligent response is to listen. Work with your healthcare provider to address both symptoms and causes. The sodium-potassium ratio matters far more than simply cutting salt. Populations around the world prove salt isn't inherently dangerous. Imbalanced mineral intake is the real problem. Blood viscosity directly impacts your readings. Thick blood requires more force. Properly hydrated blood flows easily. Your nervous system often drives the entire situation. Chronic stress keeps millions in emergency mode constantly, and their pressure reflects that. Nature provides cayenne, beetroot, hibiscus, breathing techniques, and magnesium, powerful tools working at the root level rather than masking symptoms. This is Barbara O'Neill's approach. Don't just treat the number. Address the cause. Support your body's natural healing. The numbers often follow naturally when you remove what's driving them up. Final question. Which of these 5 paradigm shifts surprised you most? And what's your current blood pressure reading? Drop both in the comments below. I read every single one. If this transformed how you understand blood pressure, the next video goes even deeper. There's one ancient oil that complements everything we covered today, with research suggesting it helps with fighting inflammation, supporting circulation, and promoting heart health. It's been used medicinally for over 3,000 years. Traditionally praised for its wide-ranging benefits, and most people use it completely wrong. Watch next. The 10 biggest black seed oil benefits you've been missing for years and how to use it right. Click now. Your heart will thank you.